So, how do you quickly, without fear, draw a high street, a town? Well, what you do is you pick up your own postcard, and there you can practice drawing your own town using big shapes only. So let's have a quick look at that, and then we'll have a look at the drawing. Okay, I'm looking at the big old shapes. Big old shapes. Head away, and then across like that, and then we got some sort of structure here. Just using shapes, we're not trying to actually be accurate at the minute with anything delicate and the like. All we want is big, boom, big shapes. That is all we want. Big shapes, so that then we can jump back in and sort of put in the details. Now, I'm not going to have much time to do the details, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So we start here before you know it. Just put lines down. You know, you can draw a straight line. You can draw a window, can't you? It's a box. It's a box, I tell you. Some sort of covering here. This is filling sort of thing, so immediately you start to get a little bit of this. You can write in it actually, because then people will sort of understand what you're trying to do. So you can be as inaccurate as you want to be. And put the shadows in. And over here you can go boom, boom, boom. And you can go boom, because all it is a shadow. And then here you've got another sort of building up there. And you sort of got, you know, in 3 minutes you've got an actual beginning of something. I realise that this is a vault, it's huge, isn't it? Something like that. You got a nice wide road. You can put people in there. Say you want to put a person in there. Let's put one under here. So you just give them a little head. You don't want to be big with heads. That would be big-headed. Ha ha ha. That's a joke. He's got white arms. He's got a black. He's got a bit of a yeah, you've got a man there. The head is actually a little bit big. And you can put another man here. You can bend him over a little bit. Just put a little bit of dots there. It joins them to the ground. So there we sort of, you know, you don't want to be too exact. You don't want to be exact at all. In fact, less exact, the better. But within, I'd say, 4 minutes. You've got something which is starting to represent a town without having to say, oh, which line to what line to, what's the line that I need to do. You don't want to be doing that. You want to be diving in as quickly as possible and adding, and don't stop, and just keep going and just move from one to another. Oh, there's another window here. What have we got here? Window there, window there, window there, window there. That sort of window thing. And then here, actually made a huge mess of the perspective, but it doesn't matter because you're not being exact. You can correct it all. And of course, towns are all higgledy-piggledy. They are not, as today, blocks of, I don't know, there's nothing in the thing. They're all higgledy and piggledy. So you can just, yeah. So within 6 minutes, you've got an outline of something that, it's a very new building there. It isn't, of course. It's, well, actually, it may be. I may have to take this postcard into town and have a look. You can really start to create a bit of interest when you start blocking in a bit of shadow. Make sure you don't. Interesting, that says number 44 up there, so I think somebody was living up there. And that would be 44 High Street in Denbigh. Interesting, that is a big old chimney there, from memory. Hove sign, Roberts. Yeah. Is it exact? Is it precise? No, it isn't. Does it need to be? Absolutely not. You do not want it being precise. You want it being higgledy and piggledy, and therefore there are no errors in it. There can no longer be errors in your work. All there is bits of interest everywhere. Huge old shapes. You can give it a bit of shadow everywhere. There. A couple of people. You've got this shading area. You've got a window. It's old-fashioned, so it's not meant to be. It's not even old-fashioned. It's actually ancient. The ancient and modern Denbigh. This is a massively old, a bigly old. Bigly old building. It's been around longer than you and me put together. Some of these buildings. And this also is from postcard is from 1913. It is a nice photographic and coloured one. Horse. You can draw a horse and cart. You've got a big old head. Where my horse used to be. Oh, you drunk, you silly old fool. It looks more like a cow, but yeah, you get the sort of idea than the other man. Where my old horse should be. Look at the old lady here, in a shawl. That's how ladies used to dress, should be dressing. I think there's two there. Two for the price of one. In the shawl, so here we have lower class, and behind them are two middle class ladies. Look how upright they are with their hats. Wowzer. Here we also have something round above here. So what is that? Whatever it is, it's gone now. That's still there. The four windows are still there. There's a man putting a sign up. What an interesting... Yeah. Interesting. So, before... Yeah, what we don't want to be doing is having blank pieces of light paper. These all need filling in. So you fill in your stuff. You fill it in. You don't even worry about... Ooh, I put it in the wrong way. You don't worry about it. You just, if you really want to be nasty, you can just, afterwards, you can just dib-dab away. You can dib-dab away, and it makes it, for the eye, for the beholder, more interesting. It makes it, it should be on that. I think maybe, So, it's a bit like, you see the light is coming sort of inwards a little bit, shining hither and thither. So you can... A bit disappointing, that horse. No, wasn't better, got a long nose. Trigger. They called him Trig because he had a face like a horse. Oh dear. Let's put another person. We can have one more person. We'll just use artistic license for this person. Okay, you don't want him exact. You want to put him on the ground though. So he's sort of there, isn't he? So that is... I can't really leave this. I've got a couple more. I've got another minute maybe. Let's fill this in. Put that in there. You don't want to get your ruler out. Oh, I can't draw, I haven't got a ruler. You don't need straight lines. Straight lines are not your friend. It's not natural. What the eye loves is what is not in a straight line. Though you could say, well, Peter, these are all just lines anyway, but they're sort of not, if you get me. So there, I think we have it. We've got 30 minutes 39. We'll call that done. 44 High Street is here. It's a fascinating old thing, is it? What does it say on the back? Mr. W. House, Borough Surveyor, Bexley Heath, Kent. And it says, kindest regards, AMPW. The Castle Hotel. Hope you and Henry. Hope you and your brother hope your brother Henry is better. Maybe. I'm writing to Edith by this post. Hope you are all well. 79. all well. 79. Mr. Went. Oh, I don't know what that is. But it's interesting. Both very poorly the last I heard of them. So, that's a lovely postcard. 1913. Something's going on. Borough Surveyor, Bexley Heath, W House. I may look that up. And here's a drawing of that very postcard that fellow sent. High Street, it says, but they've written over something here, haven't they? I don't know what it is, and there's a window. So afterwards, look into your postcards, and you can then go back into adding a little bit more detail. But don't overdo it. Don't overdo the rulers and the straight lines. Just draw. That's it. Bye.